More.
Or Henry Livingston.
More.
Livingston.
Who knew there was a dispute over who authored this over-read poem?
At least it wasn't Thomas Jefferson. Hello? 'Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house.
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care.
In hopes that St. Nicholas would be there.
The children are nestled all snug in their beds.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap.
Had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter.
I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash.
And tore open the window and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With the little old driver so lively and quick.
I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles as coursers they came.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen.
I'm Hobbit.
I'm Cupid.
On Donner.
And Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As dry leaves that before the loud hurricane fly.
When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew.
With a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling,
I heard on the roof.
The prancing and pawing of each little glove. As I drew in my head and was turning around.
down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot.
And his clothes were all covered in ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. And he looked like a peddler, just opening his sack.
His eyes, how they twinkled.
His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses.
His nose like a cherry.
His droll little smile was drawn up like a bow.
And the beard of his chin was as white as the snow.
A stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth.
And the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Ha 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 ha!
He was chubby and plump.
A right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink,
Of his,
eye, and
a quiz,
of his
Head,
soon gave.
me to,
No, I,
had,
nothing to.
dread. Oh, not a word, straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings and turned with the dirt. And laying a finger aside of his nose, gave a nod and up the chimney he rose. He sprang to a sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
and I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Every blessed window, every blessed heartburn.
But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus and as charming as a needle, Mr. Grinch. You're that banana with the greasy black peel. Monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with the 39.5 the pole.
Hanging a stocking.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow I know all those Who girls and boys will wake up bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. And then all the noise. That's one thing I hate. All the noise. And then all the Who's, young and old, sit down to a feast. And they'll feast. And they'll feast. And they'll feast. Now, feast on Who put it? And rare Who roast beast.
Which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least.
Do you like your necks and hat?
I do not like your eggs and ham. I do not like your Sam I am.
Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a box?
Not in a box, not in a box. Say, I like your eggs and ham. I did. I like your Sam I am.
And then we do something they like least of all. As we come down the hill, the tall and the small
Would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand.
Who's would start singing. Sing.
And the more the Grinch thought of who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. For 53 years I've put up with it. Now I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. How?